Hey, what's up? Thanks for clicking on my video. Today I'm going to be doing a memory plan with me for the week of April 5th through the 11th. And I'll be using this kit from CaressPress. It's called Sunflower. And it's just really pretty and green. And I decided to use this kit because I traveled to Idaho this week and I thought the greenery would apply pretty well. So let's start out with the glitter headers. So now I've got down those glitter headers there. So now I'm going to pick the box that I want up there. So I have this box to work with. I have these here. I've got this really pretty girl. Okay, so that I don't mess up like I did last week, I'm gonna go ahead and put these down where I want them before I forget. So yeah, this one will go here. And then this one is gonna go here. Yeah, like that. And then I'll put a glitter header there. I apologize if you hear that dog barking. So I'll put the yellow here because it comes before the blue. Like that. Okay, and then let's see. My aunt made bread on Sunday, so I'm gonna put that on there. And so it'll be boop, 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 boop. Yeah, okay, looks good to me. You guys have no idea what's going on. It's just going on in my head. Okay, and so because this one has wood on the back, then I want to do the green one. So I'm thinking, I love this box. I just think it is so pretty. I love the shoes and all the flowers. I actually have this kit scheduled to be used for a different week later on in September, but I just wanted to use it now because it's just so pretty. Okay, so green, so I'll do wood here. Let's use this one, the clothes. Okay. And then on Thursday, we'll do one, I guess it doesn't matter. And I think I'll do, okay, so one of these has to be wood, right? So that's not, okay. Anyway, we have clothes here, so I'm gonna do the clothes over here. Oh, on Thursday I had lunch with my team, so I'll go ahead and do this food box. I think that would look really pretty. Okay, and so then here we need a green box. So it's either going to be the girl or this one. Oh, and I forgot, I have this one with the champagne bottles or lemonade. Dang, now I wish I hadn't put this here so that I could do 3 boxes in the sidebar. And I like all of them. What am I to do? Okay, right now we will focus on picking one for Wednesday. I really like this girl. Do I want to put her there? Yeah, for sure she's getting used and she's going to go on Wednesday. And I'm gonna pretend this is Sage because she has dark hair and loves sunflowers. And Sage is one of my planner pals. So shout out to you, girl. Okay, and so now let me finish the glitter headers. Okay, now I'm going to do the bottom washi, which is this like speckled pattern, I guess you would say. And I am going to cut it up, and I'm going to use this green one from Simply Gilded. Yeah, I think that'll match really nicely. So I'll go ahead and white out the background on this and then, you know, do the things. I love this green one. It's one of the washies that I've used the most out of all the ones that I have. And you can kind of see the white out from behind it, but I don't care too much today. Although it is crooked, so I care about that. So let's take that off. Got it. Got it. Okay. Sorry I'm not really chatty. I don't know, I just kind of have a headache today. And I think it's because of allergies, which sucks because the allergy pills that I have, you can only take one a day. And like, it'll work for, I don't know, a couple hours or so. A few, more than a couple for sure. And then my allergies will just come back, and I can't, well, I guess I can, but I shouldn't take another pill. So I just try to suffer through it. So there's that one, and now we'll do this one. When I was a little kid, my mom was told that I have allergies, and she took all of my stuffed animals away and put them in like trash bags. And I was so sad because I loved my stuffed animals. I had so many of them. And then she was also told that I was allergic to cats, which, I mean, maybe that's true, but I don't give a fuck about that because I love my cats so much. Anyways, so they wouldn't really let me have pets growing up because they would say I had allergies. Look at me now, mother. I have 2 cats and I plan on getting more. Yeah. Look how cute that looks. Isn't that pretty? You can't tell. There we go. Okay. So now let's do the other side. But I do think the doctors were right about me having some sort of allergies. Obviously, they're doctors. They should know what they're talking about. Because when I went looking for a cat at the shelters, I went all around our regions. I went to like several shelters and stores just looking for a cat that I would mesh well with. And by the end of the day, I was like, I had like a runny nose and my eyes were all itchy, but it was worth it. I got to see lots of pets. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, go. That's fine. And then let's do this side. Okay, I'm gonna just fix this a little bit. Do I care? You see how it hangs off a little? Like sometimes I care and sometimes I don't. And I feel like today I care, so I'm gonna take care of that. I just said care a lot. Anyway, so I definitely think it's allergies that I'm dealing with, because when I went up to Idaho for the weekend, I felt great. And right now I feel like I'm crying, even though I have nothing to cry about. And, you know, allergy stuff. It was nice to have a break from it though, and not have to take allergy pills. Oh, did I not cut that enough? I'll fix it. Don't you worry. My trash can is too far away, and so now I'm just covering my desk in trash. It's very annoying. Okay. There we go. Bottom washing's done. I think it looks so pretty. Let's see what is next. I'm going to avoid doing the sidebar for as long as I can, so now I'm going to move on to the date covers. So 5 for Monday. It's crazy to think that we're already in April, like mid-April too, because it feels like, I'm sure you've all heard this past year has just like flown by. And I wonder if that's because of everything going on in the world, or if it's just been, you know, a fast year. I think this yellow here is so pretty. You can't even tell. I'm not even in frame. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's fix that. I will pay more attention. Anyways, I think these colors are really pretty, especially this butter yellow, but I feel like it's a little bit too light right there. But this bright yellow is gorgeous, and this blue color is so pretty. I just love the colors of this kit. That's why I was drawn to it this week. So we've got that down. Now I've got to figure this bit out. So let me think. So normally I would put a box up here. I suppose I could do 2 boxes in a row, or I saw someone do this the other day. I could do a tracker, then a box, and another tracker, and then figure it out from there. So I think that sounds good to me. Do I want to add a glitter header in between? Or is that too much? Would I have space? So I could do this and then this. I would not have space, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this champagne box. No, I'm gonna, guys, why did I do this? Yeah, because these two kind of have a really similar background, so I'll put this one in between them. Okay, so we're done with that, and then we'll put this box here, and we do have room. Okay, I'll go ahead and do another glitter header there. I'll do this blue one, because the blue comes before the green, and there's a green. And then this dude can go here. And then, yes, I did it, okay. And then down here, we'll put it down another tracker. Or do we do it up here? No, that looks weird. We'll put this tracker down here. And then I could probably fit one of these boxes. Oh, dang. My page is squished. My bad. Like this, maybe like a yellow box, like this. No, that's too small. This would have been nice, but I folded it onto itself. Let me put a glitter header up here just so that that doesn't look so blank. Green, because the green comes before that yellow. What do I put there? Maybe like a pattern box. Like that one. Yes, that fits perfectly. So we'll put this pattern box here. And then we'll just fill it with some deco. I'm gonna put these shoes on here like that. I don't like that one. That one looks weird. And then just like this guitar, I think. That looks fine. So I think we're done with this one because I did not get paid this week. Okay, so I didn't do too much on Monday, so I'm just going to use one of these pattern boxes. I guess this one here. And just mark that I worked. I don't usually mark working just because I do that like every day, just about. But because I don't have a lot going on, I want to just put that in there. I'm going to use one of these from Planning World. Now after that, I want to mark my workout. And I will use this blue one here. Okay. And I'm going to use one of these heart icons to mark my workout. I think this yellow here is really pretty. So put that here. After that, I watched a TV show. So I'll use a little thing, this green one. Okay. Do you have a TV icon maybe? Yep. Here's this blue one. I like these little icons. I think this is my first time planning with this format, so I'm excited to try it out. And then after that, I watched a movie. So I think I'll use, since I already used a pattern box here, I'm going to use one of these boxes. So I'll do this butter yellow one, even though it's creased because I creased it. Hold on, my mom's calling me. Okay, so I just got a call from my mom and she was like, I guess upset that I haven't called her since before my trip. But I didn't think I needed to call her and tell her about the trip because I went with my dad. So, I mean, she obviously knew where I was. And I kept, I kept her updated. I texted her the whole time I was there and sent her photos. And she was like, well, since you're filming, I'll just talk to you later. And I said, no, Mom, it's fine. We can talk now. Unless you're going to nag at me for not calling you on my trip, then we can talk later. Anyway, so, hi, Mom. She says she'll watch this when it comes out, so that's nice. Okay, so down here, I just want to mark that I watched a movie. I watched To All the Boys I've Loved Before on Netflix, and I just was in the mood to watch like a cute little rom-com, so I did that. So on Tuesday, I just watched TV with Chris because Chris does work in the afternoons and I have the flexibility to work throughout the day. I hang out with him in the mornings. Well, afternoons. More like it. Is more like it. So, y'all, I'm getting so tongue-tied. Give me a sec. Okay. So, I'm going to mark that we watched TV together. We watched Rock the Block, which is this really cool reality competition show on HGTV where like 4 teams of designers, of home people, they each get their own house on the same street and then they each decorate a different room of the house every week. So like on one week they do the kitchens and then the next week they do like the bathrooms. And it was really cool to watch and see how like all the different styles came together. It was awesome. And then this was also a really slow day. I don't have too much to mark, so I'll use a little washi to take up that space. You know, it's surprising to me how supportive my mom is of my whole YouTube thing. Like, she watches my channel and she comments sometimes. And I don't know if she gets what I'm doing really, but she left a comment saying that she thinks that this is a really interesting way to unwind after work, and it totally is. It definitely is just like relaxing. It's cool that she isn't weirded out by it like I thought she would be. This day I also worked out, so let's see if one of those boxes fits. I'll do the yellow. Yeah, that fits there. So I'll do that with my icon. Then I edited this night, so I'll use yeah, I'll just use this one here. To mark editing. And for that, what icons do we have? I'll just use this little asterisk. Then that night, I went and had dinner with Chris at his job. And I thought that was just a really nice time to hang out with him, especially since we don't hang out as much anymore because of his job. So I'll put that down here at the bottom. And I picked up some McDonald's on the way, and then we just ate in the parking lot and watched TikToks together, and it was just a really nice time. So I'll put that there. And then I need to, first off, that looks crooked, so let me see. Yeah, that's super crooked. Okay. That peeled up really easily. I wonder if it's because it's her kit on her paper. And then there, I will use maybe like a perforated tape. I really like using this one. So yeah, I'll just do this one. From Simply Gilded. Okay, yeah, that looks cute. On Wednesday, I want to mark that I had a bill, and there aren't any bill due stickers in here, so let me see if I can find some. I have these, so let me find a matching one. Oh, this one will look great. So, okay. These are from Moonlight Paper Co. So, I got these a long time ago. I won some sort of giveaway. Okay, so I'll mark that our water bill was due. Then that morning, I had a team meeting. There are a lot of organizational changes going on in our department, so we talked about that. I think our senior director is leaving, so that's a big change. For my boss, not a big change for me. Okay, then I watched TV with Chris, and we watched Greek and 90 Day. So for that, I'll use, I think this blue one. Nope, that's too big. I'll use this blue one. And I have this really cute couple sticker watching TV. Do I want to use this? Yeah, I do. And maybe I'll put like a little bow in it or something to make it a little prettier. And then that afternoon, I published my plan with me, so I think I'm just going to use a little thing for that, and I'll use this yellow one. And I'll use this star icon because I'm a star in my head. Then after that, I had a team meeting, or it's like our monthly team meeting that we have once a month. So for that, I'll use this one. With one of these icons. The clock looks good to me. And then that evening, I baked some cookies. I wanted to like make some snickerdoodles. I just had this, I don't know, like a craving for them, I guess you could say. And I didn't want to go to the store to get cream of tartar. I don't know how you say it. And that's what you need for a snickerdoodle. So instead, I just made some cinnamon sugar cookies, which are basically the same thing. But then I was out of vanilla, so I had to go to the store anyway. So I don't know what box to use here because it's very yellow, right? So it has to be green or blue, but I have blue here, so it has to be a green box. And I have this box, but I feel like that is too big, so I guess it has to be this one. Process of elimination gets you everywhere, folks. That's what got me through the LSAT. Do I have room for a little thing too? Do I have room for this specific little thing? Yeah, it's gonna look crowded, but that's okay. Put that there. And then this one can go here. Okay, and so that's for baking cookies. So what do we have? Do we have some cute deco? No. I mean, yes, but no. Yeah. Oh, this thing should face the other way then. Okay. And then that will be for going to Walmart. So I'll just use this little credit card icon. Okay, cool. So this half of the week is done. Okay, so the first thing I want to mark on Thursday is that I had a team lunch. I actually haven't met my teammates in person except for one. And I met him when I worked on a different team. So we weren't coworkers at the time. And it was just really exciting to be able to see everybody because I had, you know, we see each other on Zoom, but I have no idea what these people look like in person. And it was really cool because I always pictured my boss being shorter than he is. And so when I saw him, he was like really tall, like really tall. And I was shocked. I was shooketh, as the kids say. So I'm going to use this thing here and then also maybe a latte deco because I did order a latte. A lot of us did. It was really good. So that's for my team lunch, and it was just really nice to see everybody in person. So I'll leave this blank for now. And down here, I want to mark that I watched a movie with Chris and his friend Matt. So I'll use this guy. No. Because we did watch a movie, but I also want to mark that we had Mexican food. So I think I'm going to use, oh, look at that. The sheet's like cut all the way through. It's falling apart on me. Okay. So I'll use this one to mark Mexican food. And then a slightly bigger box for the movie, this flower one. Okay. And then I had to rent a car for my dad and I for our trip. So I'll use this little thing. And the thing is that my dad said I had to rent a car for us because nobody could pick us up. And then once we actually got to, you know, our destination, we found out that there were several people that were available to pick us up and there was no need for us to rent a car. And I did a lot of driving because my dad had me drive most of the time. So it was like, you know, I'll explain when we get there. Anyway, so Thursday night, I rented the car. I guess I'll use this spot to mark packing for the trip. Can I use one of these? Does one of these fit? No, they're still too big. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do that thing I've seen people do where they take this and then trim it and then make it smaller. So I guess just doesn't matter where I cut it, huh? Okay, so I want the bottom to be here. And then, nope, that's down. And that is okay. And then I think I want to use this like little thing here, this dress. Put that here. Since I packed clothing. Makes sense, right? And then down here, for getting Mexican food, I will use, I guess this one. It's like a recipe looking thing. I don't know. It's cute. Wait, but no, that's pink. That doesn't go with my color scheme here. I'll use this like green plate. Put that guy there. And then here's for the movie. So I'm going to use the same icon from earlier. And the movie we watched was like this vampire mockumentary. It's called What We Do in the Shadows, and it follows like 4 men who are vampires in New Zealand. It was just really funny. So if you're into that kind of stuff, check it out. Okay, and then this was for renting the car. So I'll use this bow icon for that. Because why not? The first thing I want to mark on Friday is that Fearless came out, the re-release or re-record. And I think this box would be perfect for it, but it's so big. I'll go ahead and use this one. I'm so excited about it. I've been listening to it and just like reliving my childhood. Not my childhood, just my like high school days. Okay, so to mark the Fearless release, I want to use one of these munchkins, this one with the hearts, because that's how this album makes me feel. It makes me feel in love. Okay, so that guy goes there. Then we woke up at 5 a.m. to catch our flight. I have flight trackers. I've been saving them. Okay. None of these match. Cool. Never mind. Okay. I think I'll just use little things to mark my flight. So I'll use this green one here. And then, so we flew from Arkansas to Salt Lake, and we had a layover in Dallas, and during that layover, I got Starbucks because we woke up at 5. I'll use this guy here. And this sticker that I had as a leftover. And then we landed in Salt Lake, and we picked up the rental car, and my dad and I went to get tacos. So for that, I'll use this bright yellow little thing. And I have these little icons from SPC. I'll put these guys here for our tacos. And then after that, it was like a 2.5-hour drive to where we were staying in Idaho. And I think I did that whole drive. So I'm just going to use this box here to mark that. See, I don't have car icons because I don't really go anywhere. Wait, I might have some. Okay. I used to have some from Glam Planner that was in the car. But do they go? They're huge. So never mind. I'll use these double or duo heart whatever they're called. And I think these will be just fine. And I'll use this green one down here. And then we went to get more Mexican food when we landed. So for that, I will use this blue box. Here. That looks crooked, but whatever. And then I'll use this guy in the middle. Wait, no, I don't want to use this guy. I want to use one of these floral dividers. Let me see, which one did I already use? So I already used this one. So I think here, yeah, I'll use the same one again. Keep it consistent. Do that one there. And then another one of these. Saturday, we woke up really early again because we were driving over to basically the border between Idaho and Oregon to visit another one of my aunts. Oh, and I guess I haven't mentioned, the reason I went to Idaho is because my dad hasn't seen his sister in 20 years and he had a couple of vacation days to use up. So I just went with him. You know, my dad is Hispanic. And I don't know, I just feel more comfortable if he was traveling with somebody that could help him translate and, you know, just safer in pairs. So I went with him. And it was nice to see everybody because it also had been 20 years since I'd seen everybody. I was, you know, like a child. And so it was cool to see all my cousins grown up. Sunday, we got up early and drove to Oregon. The town was like on the border, so I'm just gonna say Oregon so I can differentiate. And I'll use this sticker here. And another one of these. Whoops. Is this gold or silver? I can't tell. I think it's gold. And so my aunt in Oregon didn't know that my dad was coming. So it was a big surprise for her. We surprised her at her job. So that was really sweet. And then we went to lunch. And this is where I was really like nervous, I guess you could say. Because first off, traveling during a pandemic is not cool. It is not smart. I did not feel comfortable doing it. And also like my flight to Salt Lake was like entirely packed. There was no social distancing. The airports were so full. I do not recommend. If I could go back, I would tell my dad to wait a little bit longer until I'm fully vaccinated. But anyway, so for lunch, they wanted to go to a Chinese buffet. And going to a buffet just seems so unsafe. And I thought, this is it. This is where I get COVID from a buffet. But when we went in there, there were like really no like other customers in there. And you pointed to what you wanted, and then the person working behind the buffet table would serve you. So at least that seemed better. I still didn't eat very much, which will come back to bite me in the ass, let me tell you. To mark, sorry, I just went off. So to mark lunch, I'll use this box here. And then we went to visit my aunt's house because it burnt down. I don't remember when this happened. I think it was a few months ago. And from my understanding, it had burnt down, just the kitchen had burned. Was what I thought. No, like this entire house was just like a shell. And it was really sad to look at. Like everything was gone. I was talking to one of the kids that was there, and he told me that the Xbox made it out just fine. So I guess that's a plus. And then while we were there, This is a part of the family that I don't really know, and they were just kind of busy talking to my dad and catching up with him. So I just put on the podcast and went for a walk in the neighborhood. It was nice. It was really chilly. That was another thing that caught me off guard, is that I checked the weather before we went, and it seemed like it was going to be in like the low 60s, so I thought just bringing a sweater and pants would be fine, but it wasn't. It was very cold, especially in the mornings. It was like in the 30s. There was definitely ice on the ground. So I was very cold a lot of the time. I won't make that mistake again. Okay, so I found this label, and I'm gonna use this to mark that we visited the burnt house. And that's exactly what my aunt would call it. She said, "Oh, the burnt house. Let's go to the burnt house." I'm like, okay, sure. Okay, so that's for that. And then after that, we drove back to Idaho. Okay, so we had lunch, right, at like 1 o'clock-ish. And then after we went to the burnt house, we went to my aunt's house, the one she's staying in while she fixes up the other one. And they made like tacos. And I thought, well, I'm not going to eat because we literally just ate like an hour ago, maybe an hour and a half ago. So I didn't eat. And then we drove back to Idaho, and we stopped at a gas station, and it's because it's Idaho, no one wants to wear their mask, and so I did not feel safe being in there, so I just used the restroom and left, assuming we'd have dinner at home. And then we get there, and my dad's like, "No, we're not hungry." So I didn't have dinner because I was too like awkward to ask, like, "Hey, will you cook me something?" And it's like a rural town, so I didn't want to drive out to a restaurant because I didn't know where they were. So I had some donuts that I bought at the gas station like the day before. And that was my dinner, and I was hungry. So I'm going to use some washi to fill up this space here. And then I'll just mark that I watched 90 Day that night and didn't have dinner. And I asked my aunt for like her Wi-Fi password, and she had no idea what I was talking about. Because my aunt is older, you know. But she did know that she had Wi-Fi. And so she showed me her router, and I wasn't able to log in with that information. So I texted her daughter, who set it up. And the only Wi-Fi connection I could find was called Wu-Tang LAN. Like the Wu-Tang Clan, but, you know, a pun. And I thought, there's no way this is my aunt's Wi-Fi. Like, she's a Hispanic old lady. Like, she does not listen to the Wu-Tang Clan. But when she told me that her daughter set it up, then it made total sense, because Gabby definitely listens to that. And she was able to give me the Wi-Fi password, which was really nice, because then I used it to watch 90 Day. I'm losing my voice here, guys, so I'm going to speed this up a little, maybe. No, I'm not. I'm just going to go my normal speed. So I'm just going to use this box here to mark that I watched 90 Day without dinner. It's my own fault. I could have asked. And I'll use this one from Fox and Pip. I'll put her right here. Sunday, I was able to sleep in finally, which was really nice. And then my aunt made flour tortillas. Apparently she has like the best flour tortillas in the area. And I had told her that mine did not come out super well when I made them, so she made some and told me how. So I'm gonna mark that here. And they were so good, and I ate so many of them. And then she sent me home with 2 dozen of them. And my dad said he didn't want any, so they were all gonna be for me. And then when we were going through security, my dad's bag got flagged because he had a bottle of water in there. And while he had his bag searched, the TSA person found the tortillas. And he was like, oh, he had no idea they were in there. And so anyways, when I was carrying bread and he was carrying the tortillas, once he realized they were in there, he was like, yeah, okay, I'll take them. And I thought, no sir, those are my tortillas. You didn't want them. But I gave him some because I love him and he's my dad. Okay, so I'll mark that there. And then after that, we went to visit my cousin's farm. And that was a really fun time because I got to see his dog and his cats and his chickens. And then he took us down to another lady's farm that I guess he like rents the farm space, and then the lady who owns it watches his goats. And so he had like a bunch of goats and sheep, and he let me hold one of his baby goats, and it was like, I think he said like a week and a half old, and it was so cute and I just loved it so much. And there was also a sheep there, and he was like, oh yeah, I was gonna butcher that guy today, but I didn't have enough time, so I don't know, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I told Chris about it, and he was like, bring it home, rescue it. I love animals. I'm just not a farm person though. So to mark the farm visit, I obviously don't have farm stickers. Okay, so to mark visiting the farm, I'm just gonna use this like bouquet icon. I think that'll be pretty. I left this here. What can I put there? I think that spot is too small for a divider. I think I'll just use one of these to fill up that spot. Yeah. Then that afternoon, I decided to be an introvert, and I hid in my room for about, I don't know, 2.5 hours, maybe 3. And I just watched 90 Day. Because I just needed some time to just be by myself. And the thing is that it's such a big family. It's like my aunt and then all of her grown-up children and then all of their kids. And so it was just loud all the time. So I'll use this girl again. And then after that, we had a cookout. It was very, very cold outside. So I ate and then went back inside. I'll use this one to mark that we went back to Salt Lake and then spent the night at my cousin's house there because our flight the next morning was so early. And I'll use this little heart to mark that. And I have this sheet from Glam Planner that I've had for like the longest time, and I'm so excited to finally use it. I'm gonna use this couple here. Wrong pen. Whoops. Oh my gosh, have I been using the wrong pen this whole time? No, just kidding. Okay. Okay, and so now that I'm done with the plans, I'll go ahead and just add some deco here and there. So let me get my other sheet. Oh, I forgot the weekend banner. Looks good. And then these I will sprinkle throughout. Let's see. This guy can go here. Can y'all hear that? My cats are threatening each other. They're chasing each other, if you will. And then I don't care for the other one, so we won't use those. So I went a little hard on the foil bits and somehow ended up with 3 sheets of little dots, or little bows. Okay, so this is what the finished spread looks like. I really love how the sidebar looks with all the boxes in there, and I'll fill out these trackers later. So yeah, I'm like really happy with how this turned out. I love it. So thanks so much for watching. I hope y'all come back. So subscribe if you want to see another video like this. And yeah, bye.